Hello my friends and welcome back to another Medieval 2 battle replay. Today it's going to be Demarxu versus Nestor, and Demarxu has brought the faction, as you can see over there, England, and Nestor has brought Portugal. And the unit that we will keep a close eye on this time around are these musketeers. Normally you don't see them as they are forbidden because they are supposed, or they are overpowered apparently. I've never played with them, I've never watched a replay with them, and Demarxus sent this replay in with the title Overpowered Muskets. So let's see how this is going to go. Let's go over Nestor's army first. He has in the first line 4 of these musketeers. In the back line, Knights of Santiago. 1, 2, 3. Wait, is this? Yeah, 3. 3 Knights of Santiago, 2 times Portuguese Knights, 1 time his general, and he has also units in between here, which are Swordsman Militia, Dismounted Portuguese Knights, Dismounted Portuguese Knights, and Dismounted Portuguese Knights. But he also has more. But he placed them further in the front, I guess the skirmishing unit, mounted crossbowmen on the left, on his left flank, and in his right flank, another mounted crossbowman. Let's see what Demarxu has brought to defend himself against this. Here, Billman in front of his English knights, so they're supposed to help the cavalry fight, as he didn't bring too much cavalry. His main line here protected by stakes, longbowmen, 1, 2, 3 units of them, protected in the back line by dismounted English knights and armored swordsmen. Even behind these you have the English knights supported by the general's bodyguard, and on his right flank another unit of billmen with English knights. Let's go right into it. As we can see, the crossbowmen, the mounted crossbowmen, are marching forwards. I guess they want to get around the flanks, not getting shot at by the longbowmen. Let's see, are they firing? Nope. Are they? No, they're not firing either, but they're getting shot at, I guess. Not yet. So he's just trying to position his units on the flanks, so yeah, he forces Demarxu in the box position, so he needs to defend from multiple angles, and if he gets all of his units in close combat, these mounted crossmen just come from behind and shoot his units to pieces. He can't really do much more than trying to take the fight with his longbowmen, and slowly but surely these musketeers are marching forward. And I'm really, really curious to see how this is going to work out. I guess Portugal is going to win, but we will see. I'm not sure if they didn't say any rules, or if they did and this Nestor guy just like did it in either way. But I guess both of them are... Oh, Demarxu is a legitimate player, but Nestor as well. He would not have sent it in otherwise, but I'm always happy when something new happens, as normally the battles, like the one with the better luck or tactics wins, and the better usage of troops, but we hardly ever see these kind of units being used. I mean, yes, they are a bit overpowered and stuff, but there are ways to deal with it. Demarxu is completely reforming his army now. Yeah, to adjust so he fights this army front on, not from the side. Where's the... Wait, where's the other unit of... here, both of them. Yeah, he moved both of these units in the back of Demarxu now. So that gives him a very favorable situation. I mean, Demarxu can try hunting these guys down with his cavalry. The problem then is his main army is exposed. There's nothing really, apart from maybe the billman, that can protect him against cavalry. And the enemy cavalry can just join the crossbowmen in the fight and kill his cavalry off completely. So it's a very difficult situation he's in now. He's using his longbowmen to screen these guys away, threaten them. Here, these guys are shooting a bit. No, still no losses. Nope, nothing. The only bad thing for Demarxu is he needed to leave his stakes behind. The good thing about this is now, like, from his left flank there will be no cavalry, and if there will be, they need to go the long way around, unless he is suicidal and wants to sacrifice most of his units. But I don't think he is going to do that, so let's see. The billmen going forward, marching probably into their death if they're going to go any further. Not going to go. And the army of Nestor has come to a halt. Last swordsman militias are getting into position, and now his battle plan is, I think, in the ideal position to advance. March forward with the crossbow, with the musketeers, supported by all of his units. If the Mark II makes an attack with his cavalry, make a counter charge. Shoot. They can already shoot? Ah, the Mark II is marching forwards. They sound awesome and look awesome when they shoot. These longbow are already down to 23 men. And now from behind as well. I guess that's why. Let's have a look at this volley. I guess that's why musketeers aren't allowed, really. And come on, they're just shooting one volley and like everywhere stuff dies. Dismounted English knights, they just look awesome. They're killing the cavalry quite nicely here. But they're getting killed also as well. And now we see the crossbowmen disrupting the enemy lines here. Charging into the longbowmen. And yeah, these musketeers. That was a nice move here. Yeah, the cavalry. Because the musketeers also... That is quick. Like, the thing is, the musketeers also inflict, I think similar to Shogun, a very heavy morale blow. So these units get shot at once, and then charge, lose a couple of more men, and then they're out. As you can see here, there's hardly anything left already. He just got off like 2-3 volleys with each of them, and then just charged straight into it. Because you can't leave your longbowman. He couldn't not have left his longbowman behind his lines, because then the crossbowman would have just charged them. He can't leave them in front, because then they get shot to pieces. It's a very, very tricky situation he is in there. The only units still standing are English knights and armored swordsmen. Billmen actually as well, with 30 men, so half men left there. Yeah, and everything is routing now. It's all lost, more or less. And these guys didn't, like, lost 4 men, 1 man, 1, and none. They just stay here. It's like targeting practice. Staying in one line and just shooting straight away. So here the English knights fighting until the death. Well, they're going to rout soon, but they're surrounded, so they might be able to fight till the death. And yeah, that's the battle basically over. General's bodyguard is dead now. And there's only one unit. Oh, the general's bodyguard is here now. 9 men left. There must have been a unit left over there. Yeah, 19 longbowmen. I don't think that they will be able to clutch this. Or to win this. And now his general's bodyguard. Let's see, 8 men left. Defeat seems certain. Yep, 6 men left now. And it's going to rout. So that was over rather quickly. Nestor brought more units, 800, while the Maxu only deployed 700. He lost only half of the men that the Maxu lost. Let's see. We can't see how many kills the musketmen got. The musketeers. I would have been very interested how much work they did. Yeah, as we can see, casualties inflicted. The general did the best with 66. Everything else hardly worth mentioning. You just see how these longwomen here with 6, 3, and 5, the English knights with 2, and the dismounted English knights with 8, they just got completely overrun and shot to pieces. They had no chance whatsoever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. If you did not, give me a dislike and explain me in the comments why. I hope to see you next time.